viral video has come out of Rochester, Minnesota, which shows a single mother, now known as Shiloh Hendrix, saying the N-word to a 5-year-old black child because he allegedly had stolen from her 18-month-old son's diaper bag. This has now sent shockwaves into the stratosphere. It is massively viral. And her Give, Send, Go has now amassed over $300,000 at this point, the last that I had checked. And it is paralleling the Carmelo Anthony as the escalations and what many are calling the build-up to a race war has once again continued with another event such as this. The video in question is probably going to make people uncomfortable, and it is explicit, but here it is.
Did you call him a nigger, the child?
The fuck you talking
Did you
about?
call the child the nigger word?
None of your fucking business.
It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's shit, you dumb fuck.
Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumb
That little kid, you call him a nigger?
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, a nigger, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh.
Fuck off.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
The reaction from the black community has been what I would consider predictable, as it is in line with what we have come to expect when it does come to these overtly viral racialized instances. Most notably, what caught my attention is here from Laverne Spicer, where she basically says that that lady, Shiloh, is lucky that she didn't say it to her because she would have violently done something to her, which basically goes in line with the meme, which is, say that word to me and I will effing harm you. Now, most notably, though, what we do have is actually that the Rochester police have begun a preliminary investigation to see if there are charges warranted and that they will stick them, with the local NAACP pressuring them to do so. Here's a clip.
C is reaching out to law enforcement in the wake of a video going viral on social media that was reportedly recorded in Rochester, and many of our viewers have contacted us about it. There is a video circulating on multiple social media platforms that was reportedly recorded at a park in Rochester. The video shows a woman holding a small child making racist slurs in reference to another child at the playground who she claims had taken something that belonged to her child. The person recording the video alludes to the child being targeted as having special needs. KTTC does not own the rights to this video, nor are we choosing to identify anyone until more information comes to light. We can now confirm Rochester police have received multiple calls about the video and are actively looking into the matter. The Rochester branch of the NAACP released a statement today about the video, saying it is outraged and deeply disturbed by the incident, saying in part, quote, "We call on the City of Rochester Police Department, the City of Rochester's City Attorney's Office, and Olmsted County Attorney's Office to launch a full investigation and to file all appropriate charges," end quote.
The reaction from the white community, I would say, has actually otherwise got me shocked, as we have many people coming to her defense. As I said earlier, her Give, Send, Go has amassed over $300,000. She has recently raised that goal to $1 million. We have a fellow other white girl N-word user, Lily Gaddis, putting forward a 2-minute clip of some more details, and rather to sum her position, she says that she's glad that white people are finally fighting back. Here's what she had to say.
There's mom Shiloh Hendrix going viral on the internet right now. She told a kid who, by the way, when you actually look at the picture, the kid is like pretty decent sized child. He was rummaging through her bag and stealing her children's, I guess, toys or whatever out of her bag. She tells him to fuck off, essentially, which when you look at the video, the guy filming the video, he's a Somali, Hassan, whatever. He's a pedophile, actually. He's going to court in a little bit for raping an underage girl after offering her a place to stay. So that's your great people. And this is just like, this is whites having enough of it. We're sick of being bullied in our own country. You have this guy, he's not even from here. He's got a fucking accent. He's a convicted pedophile in a playground, in a park, so what are you doing there anyway? He's swarming the streets, and now he's trying to get her life ruined. He's like, oh, this is hate speech. There will be consequences. I'm sorry, this is America. You have free speech in this country. So go and support her. She's got like a Gifts and Go up. But this is great. This is white people finally being fed up with this shit. And the fact that we have brown people trying to take away white people's rights in a white country when we have the Constitution and freedom of speech, and they come from their shit countries where you can be locked up for hate speech. This is just disgusting. This is everything wrong with immigrants. This is everything wrong with brown people in our fucking country. And this is why we need to kick them all out. Because they not only come to our country and rape our children, but they also come to our country and try to impose their third world religion and their third world laws on us. This is white people's country. This is a white country for white people. These people are not welcome, and I'm glad to see people are finally standing up. So stand with her, and everybody's trying to, shit on her and spin the narrative and ruin her life. But if you can give some to her, because W Mom of the Year, and show some hate to him as well.
Now for some conflicting information in regards to who Lily had brought up there in the clip, which was Sharmak Bael Omar. Probably said that wrong, but regardless, there is conflicting information. I'll put it on screen here. Sarah Fields is basically saying that the pedo case against him, the assault charges, have been dismissed. Now she does highlight some things here as she does put forward the state dismissals, the statement from the court. Now, I'll also put on screen that there is conflicting information on this, showing that actually it was a joint trial between two defendants, and that in fact the charges were dismissed against Omer instead of Omar, as there were two named individuals in that case, the other one being Mohammed Hussein Omer, which is Omer. Now, from what it seems and what I can tell so far, is it does look like that there has been no statement of the drop of charges for the man in question who did record Shiloh Hendrix here, which all in all, I think can basically be summed up with, I think, a lot of more of the white community's reaction to even Sarah Fields putting forward this report here, which is that white women will pick literal third world immigrants over defending their own, even if it is painful to do so. Now, for the specifics of the charges against both Mohammed Hussein Omer and Sharmaki Bael Omar, is that they are both going to appear in court, or supposedly were, as reported by ABC 6 News, on May 5th on joint charges of third and fifth degree criminal sexual conduct, because they were both accused of raping a 16-year-old after offering her a place to stay. Obviously a rough story. Now, why would this have such an impact on what's happening here? Now, I think there are some pieces of the case that do need to be looked at a little bit more with scrutiny, which is, again, why was this 5-year-old by himself alone at the park? As far as what we know, the kid has no connection to the man who recorded this event taking place, which is kind of odd that you have these charges and then you are actually at a park with children. That part kind of gets me a little bit there too. But just to give you a bit of an update there as well. Now, for some broad takeaways, we have Elijah Schaffer, who's quote tweeting Riley Gaines, who Riley Gaines is saying we don't need a white Carmelo Anthony, to which Elijah says that yes, using the N-word towards a kid who stole from you and a pedo harassing you in a children's park is definitely the same thing as murdering someone in cold blood over not moving out of a specific spot. I actually do agree with Elijah Schaffer on this one. There's no way that you can make the similar comparison to there. In fact, highlighting even the NAACP going after and pressuring the police department to find charges, I think is insanely aggressive. I don't think that there are any charges there at all. Simply saying a mean word to somebody should be, and maybe to my dismay, isn't, but should be protected under the First Amendment. I don't care if it offends you. And again, I am somebody who does not believe in hate speech, as the definition would have it. Now, for a second takeaway, we have Joel Webbin, who says, again, confirming that, again, what the mother said is not a right thing to do, right? Like no one's condoning that that's the right thing to do. But even more broadly here, that doxing her, going after her address, her social security number, and leaking all this information, going after her family is actually a far greater evil than saying something in a spur of a moment because you thought somebody was stealing out of your bag. This financial assistance, right, from the Give, Send, Go is to help make sure that she doesn't perish because she's going to be targeted for her actions based on that event, which again, I would also argue is again a far greater evil than simply saying a mean word or a slur. And more specifically, and I'll highlight last year that we do have Nick Fuentes also adding in and chiming in that Black people just raised over $500,000 for a cold-blooded killer who stabbed a white teen to death. They're a little outraged from the left about this white teen passing. And then he ends by saying that he doesn't want to hear one word about the fundraiser and that either everybody gets to be tribal or nobody does. So really, in conclusion, who is Shiloh Hendrix? Shiloh Hendrix is a single mother who is at her wit's end with dealing with PC culture, at her wit's end with dealing with those people, if you will. I think the whole ideal of Black fatigue is real. And I think what we're seeing now is she is becoming an avatar for those who would otherwise probably have done the same thing in her position, or maybe even worse than that, not condoning it. But the same way that people project their pain and their beliefs and their anger with the system onto Donald Trump, I believe the same thing is happening here with Shiloh Hendrix. And at the end of the day, this is a woman who has desperately written on her Give, Send, Go that she is on it. She's terrified. She's a single mother. She has a son. She probably doesn't have any kind of real strong man that she can probably truly trust unless she has this decent father figure, but just based on the way that she's dressed and being a single mother, I doubt that's the case either. All in all, it is a cry for help. It is a cry for help, and she is the avatar for it. People they're buck broken. They're tired of living like this. They're tired of the two-tier system of justice. They're tired of the anti-white and pro-Black. They're tired of everyone pretending it's not a thing. And when it happens to you, at the end of the day, when you're a single mother and you're probably already struggling as is, and you see one of these individuals taking from you, I mean, it's easy to understand the anger, and it's easy to call her out and say, wow, what you did was really bad and egregious. But it's hard to blame her for feeling the way that she does. So in the end, Shiloh Hendrix is going to be the latest face in a long line of racial events that has led us to what I am deeming is the cusp of a very, very racialized civil strife, civil conflict. And at the end of the day, I pray for her family, because I'm telling you, I truly do not wish to see in the next couple of days that this woman had a hit put out on her, and we are watching her funeral processions in the near future. So with that, hope you enjoyed the video. It took me quite a long time to put together. I had a lot more animations than normal, but I appreciate it very much. Definitely smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Share it if you think I did a good job as well. And I appreciate it very much. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.